However, he has mentioned the fact that many have accepted him as Messiah. Many have questioned the reliability of what Josephus has written and about Jesus Christ being because Josephus was an ardent enemy of Christ and Christianity. However, there is no internal evidence to prove the allegation. Internal evidence, the higher critics, to decide whether a document is genuine or not, the higher critics will go examine the style of writings, the time of writings, the curves, the style of letters, the ink, whether it's the same ink, and all these things they examine, and then they will say that this is interpolation because this was, in another handwriting. This doesn't have the style of Josephus, and the ink does not match the other ink. And all these things, and then so they will say that okay, but there is no internal evidence to prove that this is interpolation. Means something included. So it is accepted as a reliable source. Again, that's the greatest enemy of Christianity. A Jew certifies that Jesus was a historical person. Thallus was another. Thallus. Thallus. Thallus was another person who lived around AD 52. Even before the Gospels were written. It is said that a man named Thallus has written a book by the name of his own name. He was writing the history of the Mediterranean area. He was not writing the history of Christianity. He was a secular historian. He was writing the history of the Mediterranean area. In this record, he has made a reference to the crucifixion of Christ. He has mentioned about the solar eclipse that occurred during Christ's crucifixion. The original writing of Thallus is lost. However, we have quotations from that writing available in other books. Many other books have made this quotation. Thallus in his book has written about this eclipse. And we all know that during the death of Jesus Christ, there was an eclipse that lasted for 3 hours. So Thallus was living in the area, Mediterranean area. He said that that's true. There was an eclipse on that day. So how can you doubt all these things, when people will question these things, but you cannot, The Gospels bear record of that one. Another record is the Talmuds, Talmuds are a part of the Jewish religious books, just like what you call the Muslims have their Quran, and then they have Shariat, and they have other books. They are commentaries on that one. They are different customs and all that. The Talmuds are the books part of the Jewish religion, and Talmuds contains Jewish history as well as interpretation of Jewish religion. Actually, you have to go to the Talmuds to find out about many of the Jewish observance. In one of those Talmuds, that is, the name of the Talmud is Sanhedrin, chapter 43, section A, from the Tannaitic period, Tannaitic, that is different. They have divided the Jewish periods into different times based upon the great teachers who lived in that area. So this comes from the Tannaitic period, that is AD 70 to 200. We could read a reference about the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. It is as follows. Very interesting, but it's a lie, but it's very interesting. He says, in the eve of the Passover, Jesus was hanged. 40 days before he was hanged, a herald went around the countryside, announced as follows: the one who practiced witchcraft and led Israel to apostasy will be stoned to death. If anyone has anything to say in favor of this man, let him come forward and say it. However, no one had anything to say in favor of him, therefore he was hanged in the eve of the Passover. We know that's not how it happened. But by hanging means anyone hanging on the tree. Jesus, Galatians say the hanging on the tree is crucifixion. Because people, they die of hanging, suffocation, that's how they die. But the thing is that 40 days before he was hanged, a herald went around the countryside, announced. There is no evidence. We don't know whether the Jewish people planned it that meticulously or not. As far as we know, Judas did not go out 40 days earlier. Maybe he had an agreement or arrangement. But it proves what? It proves Jesus Christ was hanged. And he was hanged on the eve of Passover. We know that also. The Jewish people were busy making preparations for the Passover. And all that we know, that's all historically true. So again, Jesus Christ, is a historical person. Who can question it? Lucian is another person. Lucian lived in the 2nd century AD. Lucian wrote many things against Jesus Christ and Christians reproachably. In his writings, he has mentioned about Christians worshipping Christ and spreading new doctrines in Palestine. It is also stated that those who believed in Christ called each other brother and sister. That was a contemptuous thing. That became a problem actually in the early days. There was an allegation that Christians marry brothers and sisters. That was an allegation. There were 2 allegations. Christians were cannibals, eating human flesh and drinking human, blood. And also, Christians were practicing, relationship, own brothers and sisters, because everybody saying, hey, brother and sister, and then all of a sudden they see them, carrying a child in there. Say, hey, didn't you call her your sister? Didn't you call you brother? So that became a confusion for people, Lucian, L-U-C-I-A-N, Lucian. And the other thing was about, Christians, the Lord's Supper meeting was an exclusive meeting, Exclusive meeting. No children, no unsaved person, nobody will be allowed. They will close the doors and the windows. And then, they were singing and doing, and then in between people said, this is my blood, this is my body, take it and drink it. So people were watching outside, hearing it, you hear that? You hear that? It's my body. See, they killed a man, they're eating him. So, but after the meeting there is no evidence of anything of a murder. They say, boy, those people every week they kill and eat, but not a trace of blood or anything, Well, how can you find blood? They said that drink it all. That sort of allegations gone, of course. But it all shows what? Christianity is a true religion and Jesus Christ is a true historical person, Nobody could question that, So Lucian is another one. Then the next one is called Toledoth Jesus. Toledoth Jesus. T-O-L-E-D-O-T-H. Toledoth. Not Jesus, Jesu. J-E-S-U, Jesu. Toledoth Jesu was a popular work much known among the Jews and was written to oppose Christianity. It is not definite when this book was written. It is suggested by some that it was written AD 5th century AD. The main thesis of the book is to establish the theory that Christ's body was stolen from Josephus' tomb. That's a major, the theme, the plot is there, that this book was written to prove that, yes, the body was stolen. The caretaker of the garden, his name was Jude, he had sensed the plot about robbery. And that man, Jude, has removed the body of Jesus from Josephus' tomb to his own tomb. Judas' tomb, he removed it. And without knowing what happened to the body, the disciples of Jesus Christ arrived early morning of the first day. They went to Josephus' tomb and they found it empty. The news spread about the empty tomb, and the Jewish leadership, being perplexed and upset, reached the garden and demanded Jude about the body. Tell us what happened to the body. So Judas finally led the Jewish leaders to his own tomb. The Jewish leaders, demanded the body from Jude. Yes, Jude bargained and then sold the body for 30 pieces of silver. Well, what a business, huh? The living Christ was worth only 30, the dead Christ is also 30. Yes. So, he sold it. And then what happened? The Jewish leaders dragged the body of Jesus through the streets of Jerusalem. So that is the story of Toledo's Jesus. But this fool, whoever he may be, if that is the real story, then you have to explain how could even some of the priests believed in Jesus, because we are told in chapter 5, even some of the priests believed. These were the leaders who had taken, dragged the body, right? Everybody in Jerusalem had seen the body being dragged. And somewhere they must have dumped it. So when Peter was preaching in Jerusalem, the Jesus whom you crucified, God has risen, what were they to do? Oh, they were to, yeah, Jesus was risen. Then they simply have to say, hey, go and get that body and put it there. And then say, gentlemen, here is the risen Jesus. Christianity would have been over. But they couldn't do that. Why? The story of this Toledo Jesus is a lie. You can write dramas. Yeah, you can. And there definitely will be people to buy the book. There are plenty of enemies of Jesus Christ. So whatever the aim of the book, one thing is certain, Jesus Christ is a historical person. He was crucified and buried in the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea. That much is true. The work is simply a witness to the big lie recorded in Matthew 28, 11 through 15. Justin Martyr and Tertullian, Justin Martyr lived around AD 150 and Tertullian AD 200, they have pointed out that the Jewish leadership have commissioned missionaries to Mediterranean area to preach against the gospel story of Jesus Christ. Not only Jesus had missionaries gone around preaching about the real Jesus, but the Judaism had missionaries going around and preaching the counterfeit Jesus. So what will be their message? Jesus is dead and buried. He never rose again. We are witnesses. We got the body of Jesus. But Judaism did not grow anywhere, but Christianity captured the whole Mediterranean and the Roman Empire. That means the people never believed that lie. Never believed that lie. Yes, the clock tells me that it's time to stop. And we haven't finished with it, so there are a few more. Then that next week, God willing, we will look into it.